It's a lot.
Is this whole thing unfolded over a 24-hour period?
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
Sean Diddy Combs has been in the spotlight for decades. It's no shocker there. He was a titan of the entertainment industry. He was the head of Bad Boy Records label, creator of the Sean John clothing line, a partner with Ciroc Vodka. He was known worldwide for his legendary white parties in the Hamptons and beyond. And
these boys are weird. You feel me? Like, you'll go to a party with them, and you looking around like, damn, like, a lot of guys kissing each other in here, man. You feel me? What y'all do is y'all business.
So you been to
A storm long whispered across the industry finally breaks open as Meek Mill speaks, challenging the silence surrounding allegations tied to one of music's most powerful figures. And the question now echoing across media, what truth hides beneath the noise? Meek Mill sits forward, voice steady, explaining how the ongoing legal chaos around Diddy unexpectedly pulled his own name into the conversation. He denies specifics but acknowledges that the atmosphere was dangerous, pressured, and sometimes coercive, hinting at deeper fractures behind the scenes. It leaves the viewer wondering whether fame's brightest rooms hold shadows no one is prepared to confront.
Meek Mills. Well, he said a Philly rapper. You understand? And it was redacted in the paperwork to that because first of all, it had Meek Mills, it had Stevie J, they had redacted their names, and they had Usher, and they redacted their names and just said a performer of the Super Bowl and a Philly rapper. Everybody kind of knew back in the day that Meek Mills and Puff was a little too friendly.
Oh. Ask about Dwight Howard in Mexico.
What's up with Dwight Howard in Mexico?
You know, they don't got paparazzi out there like that. You feel me? They was down there hooping. He going to the club with these same ladies. Nobody saying nothing. That's why he not in the league right now. You heard about him catching the sexual assault on the little designer dude?
Yep.
Right. Him. Imagine you got two 7-foot-tall, swole guys in dresses, cornering you in a hotel in a bedroom. You finna be scared. Facts. So like, I distinctly remember going to a Diddy party, all the waitresses topless. They serving you, everybody topless, you feel me? Like, he got dancers in cages, people walking around with lions on tigers on leashes. I seen this with my own 2 eyes, see what I'm saying? And it was getting so weird in the party. I'm like, man, I tell the security team I'm working with, bro, let me sit outside in an Escalade. So I go outside in the Escalade and I'm just chilling out there because, you know, bro, I got a reputation to maintain, bro, outstanding member. Like, I don't want nobody thinking that, man, they got BH with this? That was always a concern for me, bro. That was always a concern. I seen it for myself because Bobby Valentino was the person I was bodyguarding there. You see what I'm saying? He tell me, I done got so much pussy before, you know, pussy don't even really excite me. I'm like, well, what you mean? But he there. What you mean? On bro, folks' grave. I said, what you mean? So he got 2 girls with him. So I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, hold on. These might not be normal girls. Sure enough. Now he say, man, take my girl to the bathroom. Like, okay. We walk into the bathroom, you feel me? She go into the men's bathroom. But that's not all the way crazy because it's one bathroom packed, you feel me? Into the men's bathroom. But that's not all the way crazy because it's one bathroom packed, you feel me? People might do that, you know what I'm saying? So people start swarming the door, so I step inside the bathroom door. She's standing at the urinal, dress lifted up. I'm like, damn. Oh, man. Okay, that's how they coming? All right. So, you know, I'm gonna tell everybody this. If you at a celebrity party and them white guys come in like they was on Twilight, look like vampires, they holding their drink like this, You feel me? With the blonde hair, stuff like that. It's finna get crazy in the party now, you feel me? Seen it too many times. When the white guys come in like they was on a vampire movie, bro. Hella gel, spikes sticking up, around a bunch of black dudes. Yeah, somebody finna get their cakes touched on, bro. But here another thing though, like I bodyguarded this guy who was a pimp before, and he told me, he said, look, if a man have too much of one thing, he start trying other things. So as soon as I heard that, I went celibate for like 2 years. Cause I ain't even trying to have like, bro, I think a lot of things is evil, bro. And in the music industry, you see a lot of things that's evil.
A veteran journalist outlines Meek's legacy: the street poet, the activist, the survivor of a broken justice system. These traits, he argues, shaped Meek's response measured, careful, protective of his image. Yet the journalist cautions that the music industry often blurs loyalty and survival. The takeaway: when alliances fracture, even loyalty must be re-examined.
What allegedly to be baby oil. Allegedly to be baby oil. So that's telling people that it wasn't baby oil. And people think that that was baby oil, they out their mind. I don't believe it was baby oil. Yo, bro, when they went up in there, they knew what they was gonna find. They knew what was ever in that baby oil or that those bottles that appeared to be baby oil, they knew about that at first. You gotta realize 9 times out of 10, that individual that got caught at the airport, that was supposed to be their carrier, told them what they was doing and what they had. I wouldn't put him past that he told them everything. So when they went up in there, they knew they had to take whatever was out there, and that thing that appeared to be baby oil, they took that. They gotta test every last one of them. Let's see how much, let's see how many of those come back to be baby oil. Bro, listen to me. Costco don't sell that much baby oil. Where you know sell that much baby oil?
Yeah, I don't know any store that sell that much baby oil. I know Costco, they came out and said that they don't even sell baby oil.
My sentiments exactly.
But you personally, right, what do you believe was in the baby oil?
If you ever seen a massage parlor being raided and they walking out the people, do they take the massage oil with them when they go? No, they just walk out the people who are being arrested. If you ever seen a person getting arrested and the people being arrested in those brothel houses, do they take out the stuff in the brothel houses? No, they don't. They take the individuals who are being arrested out the brothel houses. For them to take 1,000 bottles of baby oil, it's like that they did not leave one. They left people there, but they ain't leave not one bottle. Nobody needed no baby oil. So my whole thing about it is that there was something in that other than baby oil. That's why they took all the bottles. And 9 times out of 10, if I would give it a wild guess, it was, and like some of the people told me, it was probably that GHB.
What's that?
I think it's...
Another interviewer asks Meek bluntly about his near-fatal car crash. Meek admits he has lingering suspicions and doesn't fully believe it was just bad luck. He stops short of naming names, but says the timing felt too precise, the lingering tension. How much danger surrounds artists when business, money, and power collide?
You feel me? With the blonde hair, stuff like that. It's finna get crazy in the party now, you feel me? Seen it too many times. When the white guys come in like they was on a vampire movie, bro. Hella gel, spikes sticking up, around a bunch of black dudes. Yeah, somebody finna get their cakes touched on, bro. But here another thing though, like I bodyguarded this guy who was a pimp before, and he told me, he said, look, if a man have too much of one thing.
Philly though, Jay, it's Philly. He Meek Milk. As far as I'm concerned, he Meek Milk. I ain't calling him Mill no more, that's milk. That's Meek Milk. Added to the honeycomb. You got a meal.
So you believe the Dwayne Martin story, that could have happened?
Of course, everybody know that shit. Everybody knew they was just ain't nobody know Dwayne was folding him over like that, taking him to Pound Town. And all these black running around marrying these sitting there convincing other women to go chase a fad. Go get you.
Yeah.
Look at my isn't he? Can you imagine if he's told the truth about their relationships? I want you to meet my husband. He a fat. Would you like to come over? I'll make cookies.
Now, Jack, you know...
That's what these is doing. Hey, young man, come on over. My husband just wants to touch you for a little while on camera. I promise you, you won't feel a thing. Sniff this.
Okay. So, Jack,
Really? You stand on red carpets with and you sell an image of lies. Then you influence the public and ask the public to covet and want your life. Who wants that? Who jealous of that? A bunch of whack too afraid to find a real man and real love. So you marry a for a Birkin bag and then turn your head while he's f***ing a bunch of kids. I don't feel sorry for none of you. Don't y'all sit around writing your books, telling your sob stories. He was a going in, you should have known he was gonna be a You married that and made babies with it. Look at Nicki Minaj. You got bitch and marrying level 3 sex offenders. And do you know since then, she done moved out. She don't live at the house they was living at no more. Kenneth there by herself. She literally got him a zoo. And she fills it with who don't mind rough sex. And she lives in another house with the baby. But he's supposed to be the primary custodian, which is why he ain't in jail where he's supposed to be, because he got to take care of the baby. But the only thing he's taking care of is making new victims.
A legal analyst breaks down the lawsuit circling Diddy, emphasizing that nothing is proven yet, but that patterns of allegations draw heightened scrutiny. He warns that public perception often transforms accusations into assumed truths long before courts reach conclusions. His final question hovers in the air: does public judgment move faster than justice itself?
So the manager of the club said, I need you to come with me to the after party. So me and my other homie, we go to the after party. When we get to the after party, bro, like, it was a lot of females in there who stand up when they use the bathroom. You see what I'm saying? So I'm thinking to myself, like, man, like, this kind of wild on, bro. Like, this how y'all coming? If this how y'all live, that's how y'all live. But they want to keep it a secret. You see what I'm saying? So he real touchy-feely too. Like, he grabbed this other guy I know by his neck. Grabbed him by his neck and was like, do you have love in your heart, young man? You want to be a roach? Or you want to walk with God? I'm looking like, you gonna let him grab you like that? But then, you know, he be on some tough guy shit too. So I guess he a tough Cake
Did
touching.
you see him do anything with anybody or anything, or?
No, I seen him holding hands with two men. Like this. I seen that. So, you know, like they'll have a dude come out with the paper, sign an NDA. No, I'm going to the car, bro, I'm good. I'm not signing no NDA. I'm going to the car, I'm good. Seen that, bro. So seeing all this come in the news, people was telling me I was crazy, said I was a hater. Hating on what? I don't want to party with the girls with the third leg, man, I'm good. I'll just be with the guys chilling. I don't gotta be in here with y'all. But if you're getting $1,500 for the night, you're gonna try to find a gray area to operate in, you feel me? I seen these things.
What do you think about them accusing Diddy of having cameras in his house so he could record celebrities and politicians and use it as blackmail?
So I firmly believe that's true, because in that sector of people, a lot of them practice Scientology. And Scientology, that was their thing. They would get people in compromising positions. They'll hold that footage over their head and get them to agree to things. You see what I'm saying?
A culture critic dives into the social consequences. She explains how rumors, online narratives, and clipped sound bites can ruin careers overnight. She notes Meek's anger online wasn't just denial, it was the frustration of watching the digital world weaponize speculation. Her conclusion, in an age of viral narratives, who controls the truth?
If you ever seen a person getting arrested and the people being arrested in those brothel houses, do they take out the stuff in the brothel houses? No, they don't. They take the individuals who are being arrested out the brothel houses. For them to take 1,000 bottles of baby oil, it's like that they did not leave one. They left people there, but they ain't leave not one bottle. Nobody needed no baby oil. So my whole thing about it is that there was something in that other than baby oil. That's why they took all the bottles. And 9 times out of 10, if I would give it a wild guess, it was, and like some of the people told me, it was probably that GHB.
What's that?
I think it's gamma hydrox. I looked it up, bro. Let me see. See if I can find it. I know this is just showing everything like that, but oh no. Let me. Yo, somebody tap dance or sing or do something. You know what I'm saying? While I'm doing this. Oh, here it go right here. It's gamma hydroxy butyric. What is it effect on the body? It's a euphoria, drowsiness, decreased anxiety, and memory impairment. It works on the nervous system and gives you this feeling of euphoria. So they take that and rubbed it on her, and you forget who you are, what you're doing. It can also give you memory loss, drowsiness, and that's under the DEA, the Drug Enforcement Administration.gov.
A mental health expert evaluates Meek's statements about feeling isolated and emotionally drained during his rise in the industry. She explains that artists often face extreme pressure, loyalty tests, power imbalances, and public judgment. Her reflection, how many stories stay buried because vulnerability is mistaken for weakness?
How you feel about this lawsuit that Kurt Burrows got against Puffy?
Well, what I told you was, and you are a witness to this, I said back in the day, people used to think that Kurt Burrows and Diddy was lovers, or they had some kind of relationship like that. Remember I told you that? And you was like,
I remember that. You told me that years ago.
yeah, and you said to me, yo, you gonna speak about it? I said, nah, I ain't gonna speak about it, bruh. You understand? I'm gonna wait till he speak about it. So people who had known that, I always knew that because I used to follow Puff to Kirk's house when we had the building and the red zone, and we used to take the money from those clubs and we had to drop it off at Kirk's house. So we wasn't dropping, he was, he was staying there. If you spending the night at another house and you got a apartment with your girl somewhere else, okay. So when I seen in the lawsuit that he said that Kirk said that Puff was SAing him, sexing him, sodomizing him, doing all kind of things to him, I first thought like, but hold up, they was lovers or they was, but that's his boss. So maybe the boss cannot have people, the CEO can't have people that work for them. And that's why it becomes illegal. I don't know, bro. It's the law. The law is funny. But when I seen the lawsuit and seen all the stuff that was happening and all the things that Kirk was saying, it was things that people knew. A lot of people knew that they were doing something. They were even saying that people were caught. You understand? They were saying that people was even caught.
I'm at work, so I'm just defending myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I know he's finna punch me. So I swung first, Because he was finna punch me. You could tell he was finna punch me.
Did Meek attack you as well, or was it just...
Yeah, all of them. Meek Mill hit me in the back of my ear. I think we did get fired. They took our badges and everything. I think we out of a job all the way.
So they got fired, these two guys.
Well, of course, clearly, for one, they're in violation, okay? You shouldn't be sitting at work. Your job is to will people.
I love Raquel. You sound like you're a cop right there. You're just like, you're a violation. Raquel, just so we can explain. They were, all three of them, the two employees and Meek, were cited for an assault and given basically a promise to appear ticket, and they have to go back. The complication
Meek there in the hoodie.
The complication for Meek is that he's on probation in this gun drug case,
it's a little tricky for Meek, of course. Okay, let's be honest, but. One, it could be self-defense because these guys are talking about clearly they snubbed them first. So if you hit somebody first, what are you supposed to do? That's self-defense. And secondly, their job was to wheel people. Why aren't they wheeling people up and down?
We should explain.
We should explain
what wheeling people means.
To wheel people.
They help people who are in wheelchairs get back and forth from the terminals, Raquel.
Exactly. I know, but that's their job, though. They shouldn't be sitting there. Job. You're not supposed to be like, hey, can I take pictures with celebrities? No.
Well,
they
Meek,
have people to help.
Can I say, Meek just got cut a big break because they are now on camera saying that they threw the first punch. And their only argument is we threw it because one of Meek's guys looked like he was going to hit us. So
bozos. So their self-defense issue basically is saying that we decided to put our hands on Meek Mill because they looked like they were going to hit me. Are you kidding me? That doesn't work in court.
Somehow it feels like you have an opinion on who's right and who's wrong.
Yeah, it sounds like you're in court.
A former producer not making accusations but speaking about the industry broadly describes the toxic culture of high-stakes networking, blurred boundaries, and moral gray zones. He emphasizes that private parties, reputations, and secret alliances often become tools of leverage. He leaves viewers pondering whether the industry's glamour is only a mask for institutional excess.
If the feds find out it's a three-way call, they'll click off. They'll hang up the phone some kind of way. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I called Dawn back. Dawn, I said, yo, Dawn, who was that? She said, I told you that was Unique. I said, Unique from Mecca Audio? Now, Dawn used to date Diddy. So I used to she knows a lot of people. So I say to Dawn, Dawn, that was Unique? She said, yeah, that was Unique from Mecca Audio. He told you, he said they coming out, they coming to get y'all. So I say, yo, wow. coming to get us. So I called Kirk Burrows. I told Kirk Burrows we need more security. Because at the time, we only had myself, Kenny Story, and Paul. And Paul had hired a cop from Inglewood. We only got 4 security out there. You know what I'm saying? And here we got Puff, Big, and they entourage, the whole 9 yards. So, he tells me that Puff is not getting any more security. I said, wow. So the part where you was talking about I didn't have to go, I never spoke to Puff about what Unique told me because I had spoke to Chaz Williams a day after that. And Chaz Williams said, yeah, I'm hearing like they coming at y'all. Now I know there's beef with us because of what the people think about Jake and what had something to do with Suge people.
Right.
I know it's beef because of what Big did to the people from the Dog Pound when he made that phone call and they shot up their Winnebago in New York. I know there's beef from this Muslim cat that Puff had an argument with in Soul Train. I just found out recently what that was about. And I know it's beef with the Tupac stuff.
First and foremost, I just want to say, I know a lot of people want to hear these stories and everything like that because this is stuff that happened back in the day. And then maybe that if they knew there was going to ever be a YouTube or they knew there was going to ever be social media, a lot of the stuff probably wouldn't have got played out like it did. But things happen and these are just stories from the past. I would like to use that as, what you call that, just to clear the facts up what's going on. But it all started, we was in Atlanta. And this story starts when I'm with Puff and he's in exotic bookstores and he's doing shopping, right? He's shopping, getting his stuff and everything like that. So, you know, this is the first time I was ever in an exotic bookstore with Puff. So, you know, I'm giving him his space. He's taking things off the shelves and stuff like that because they gave him a brown paper bag. When they gave him a brown paper bag, he was just putting stuff in there. So I said, damn, you know, he got to go put it on the counter and...
Returning to Meek, the host asks what he wants people to understand above all. Meek says he's not trying to tear anyone down, but he will defend his name, his sons, and his legacy. He insists people should watch how narratives are built, manipulated, and weaponized. He ends with a quiet warning: fame draws power, and power draws predators. Stay awake. The episode fades out with unanswered questions, unresolved tensions, and the sense that more revelations may be coming. But for now, only one truth stands firm: Meek Mill has finally broken his silence. And silence, once broken, rarely returns unchanged.